Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to the Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to the 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. Today, most of you will be celebrating Father's Day, locally, nationally and internationally. And on this day, in the pursuance of our Oneness campaign, which we started earlier this year, I want to declare that in order to assert oneness through humanity, we need to prove, both spiritually and scientifically, that there is only one God. So this is going to be a monumental task. It is going to take a lot of time, and there will need to be both spiritual, scientific, and religious evidence to corroborate this declaration. So I'm going to start this today, and what a great day, Father's Day. For the Lord in the Bhagavad Gita has declared that He is the eternal Father. So I'm going to start with this verse, chapter 9, verse 17. I'm going to read this verse, and subsequently I'm going to break down your reason for being here at this satsang today. Chapter 9, verse 17, Lord Krishna is in conversation with Arjuna, and he states, I am the father, mother, creator and grandfather of the universe. I am the purifier, I am the symbol Om, and also the Rik, the Saman, and the Yajus, which are the three Vedas, or books of knowledge for this eternal science that we are going to teach you. So I'm going to ask you to do away with the term or terminology called Hinduism. As of today, remove that terminology called Hinduism. And I'm going to explain why. The word Hinduism was coined by those that were living on this side of the river Sindhu. They were Muslims. They were divided by the Sindhu river, and because they could not pronounce the word S, they said those living across the river are Hindus. Rightfully, they're supposed to say Sindhus. But because they could not pronounce the S, it became Hindus. So Hindus and Hinduism is a geographical terminology. It got nothing to do with science, it got nothing to do with religion, and it got nothing to do with spirituality. So as of today, those that are following me, try to remove this terminology, because this terminology is causing confusion and great confusion. All of you understand, this is a geographical terminology. In the Vedas, there is no such word called Hindus. The entire Vedas, there is no such word called Hindus. In fact, the Vedas does not prescribe any religion. There is no specific religion in the Vedas. The Vedas is a book from today for the purposes of my subsequent discourses in unifying humanity. We will call the Vedas the eternal constitution for mankind. The eternal constitution for mankind. The Vedas does not prescribe any specific religion. The Vedas prescribe a scientific methodology to be adopted by mankind to be successful as a human being. That is all it does. And this is why there is no conversion. I cannot convert anyone. Can you convert anyone from one race to another race? Can you? You cannot. It is impossible. All are human. All are human, and this is the reason those that follow the prescripts of Sanatana Dharma do not convert anyone. Because the Vedas is here to make you a better human being. The Vedas is absolute science, and mathematics is an absolute branch of the absolute science. 1 + 1 is equal to 2. For all races, for all cultures, for all religious denominations. That formula holds true. Yes or no? 1 + 1 is equal to 2 for every language as well. In every language that's existent on this earth today, 1 + 1 is equal to 2. 1 + 1 is equal to 2 for every race. 1 + 1 is equal to 2 for every culture and tradition. That product of 1 + 1 does not change. Similarly, humanity remains true for every race, for every culture, for every religious denomination. Yes or no? This is the unifying principle. And when you reach the state of absolute humanity, you reach the state of absolute love. When you reach the state of absolute humanity, you reach the state of absolute love. You can't differentiate between an Indian love or an Asiatic love, a colored love, a black love, and a white love. Can anyone differentiate love in these 4 races? Guruji used to say, Mary Premio. Premila? What Guruji used to say? In his discourses, he used to discourse in Hindi, and he should say, Mary Premio. What is Mary Premio? My lovers. Unfortunately, I cannot say that. I don't know who loves me, Premila. Lovers is a two-way. I keep getting kicked every now and again, but those who proclaim to love me, so I'm not saying my lovers. They can say they love me, and when they stop loving me, they can say they hate me. It is their prerogative, all right? Moving on, if these fundamentals cannot be categorized or caught in a particular container of race, of religion, of tradition, then there is no necessity as ultimate humans to diversify ourselves as superior to anyone else in our diversification. All of you understand? There is no inferior, no superior, because that love that flows through all races in the same quantum. That mathematical formula, 1 + 1 = 2, follows through all races, all cultures, all religions as uniform as itself. All of you understand? So when Lord Shri Krishna stated, I am the Father, who is he the Father of? Of all. He has not stated anywhere here, I am the Father of Hindus. He has stated, I am the Father, Mother, Creator and Grandfather of the universe, of the entire universe. He has made a statement. He has made a declaration. He has declared that I am the Mother, the Father, the Creator, the Grandfather of this entire universe. Yes, and he stated that he is also the essence of all Vedic knowledge. So this is our starting point of oneness. Lord Jesus Christ stated, I am the Son of the Father. Lord Jesus Christ stated, I am the Son of the Father. He didn't say Christian Father. Did he say? He said, I am the Son of the Father. And Prophet Muhammad said, I am the messenger of the Father. Is there any contradiction anywhere? Any contradiction? So the very first constitution that was given to mankind, the eternal constitution, was given by the Lord Himself in 700 verses called the Bhagavad Gita. 700 verses called the Bhagavad Gita. And when Arjuna questioned Lord Shri Krishna, he said, but you are born now with me, and if this knowledge is eternal, then how is it possible? And Lord Shri Krishna tells him that I know all your births, you only know this birth of mine. And I gave this knowledge to Visvasan. Nilandri? Where's Nirvasan? Okay. This knowledge was first given to Visvasan, the sun god. And if you calculate as per the Vedas, when the sun god received this knowledge, we go back 120 million years. We go back 120 million years, which means that this identical Bhagavad Gita was spoken to the sun god Visvasan 120 million years ago, and he gave this knowledge to his son Ikshvaku, and it came down in disciplic succession until the people stopped receiving this knowledge or actuating this knowledge. Knowledge is eternal, it can never get lost. And then 5,000 years ago, Lord Shri Krishna or Lord Sriman Narayan incarnated as Lord Shri Krishna to re-establish this knowledge amongst humankind. Amongst humankind. Is there scientific evidence today that this universe was in existence 120 million years ago? All is gone very quiet. Is there scientific evidence that 120 million years ago this universe was in existence? Yes. In fact, science has gone to 4 billion years. Science is now at 4 billion years, but spiritual science, that which I am expounding, accurately states that this universe and all the multiverses existing with it simultaneously is 155 trillion years old. Science is one day going to reach that figure of 155 trillion. Remember, 100 years ago, science was stating that this universe is only 8 or 9 or 10,000 years. Now science is stating that this universe is 4 billion, and sometime science will come to 155 trillion. All of you understand? You understanding? So is our determination in the Bhagavad Gita scientific? I said science and spirituality are two sides of the same coin. Science and spirituality is two sides of the same coin. In understanding this knowledge, in understanding this knowledge, can you experience a sense of release within you? Just by this discourse up to understanding this knowledge today on Father's Day, that there is only one Father. That one Father has not made a religious declaration. He has made a scientific and a spiritual declaration. What is religion? Sita, you don't have data? Look it up. What is religion?
Set of rules for how to conduct yourself.
Yeah. Religion is a set of rules on how to conduct yourself as a human being. That's what religion is. Yes or no? So if you live in the desert, what is the temperature there? Sita is very happy. I'll send you to Dubai, Sita. All right. So when you formulate your set of rules on how to live as a human being or as a society, will you take into consideration your temperature, your geographical status, your weather patterns? Yes? So if you are in the desert, your rules and regulations will be different from those that are in Iceland. Yes or no? So your time zone will be different, and there will be different rules in different parts of the world. All right? So you find those that are Islamic, they cover their faces and they wear huge kurtas. It's to avoid sandstorm. Isn't there a lot of sandstorm in the desert? And they keep a slit open so that it's a dressing suited for that geographical location. Yes? But now we perceive it to be a religious dress for a particular god, don't we? India quite warm, men wear dhotis, especially those that were supposed to be taking their lives after 50. The Vedas prescribe you must leave your beautiful wife and children and go into the forest. And your eldest son must take over. Leave your wealth behind for your daughter-in-laws to manipulate. All the wealth that you earned for the past 25, 27 years, hard-earned money, was supposed to go to your son and take care of your wife, Tilendre. Leave it for your daughter-in-law to squander. Do a hair, nails, BMWs, okay? You'll see this happening today. If you follow the Vedas, it won't be happening. Daughter-in-laws will fight the rightful places in their marriage, okay? Because today daughter-in-law has become the president of the, the president of the entire family. The day they marry you, mother gone, father gone, daughter-in-law, dictator. If your mother and father does not like it, we must move from. You know why you're laughing? That is a new tradition, all right? But the Vedic tradition is that the daughter-in-law merges with the rest of the family, adopts the rest of the family, and lives in the tradition of the family that she has married. So it is imperative that we discuss the daughter-in-law now and again, don't you think? We are realigning the absolute truth. So some daughter-in-laws might not come back to this satsang again. Okay? But the Guru is here to give the absolute truth. Okay? And it is not a joke, Tilendri. It is not a joke. Coming back, when men leave or were supposed to leave their household and go into the forest, he was supposed to dress with the least amount of clothing. In fact, he was only supposed to dress in bark. Somebody bring my phone for time. So that dressing in that part of the world won't be conducive to a dressing in Iceland. Yes? So I want you to understand the point that I am trying to bring across is that all sectarian religions are not meant to be sectarian when it comes to the Supreme Lord. It is only to be sectarian in the context of where you are based. But today everyone is gone all over the world. Yes? At that point in time when these particular religions took the birth, they took it in a particular place at a particular time for a particular reason. Meena, you understand it, Meena? I want you to love all the races and all the religions, Meena. Don't open your window and see Abdul Bhai there, 10 Jaguars, 15 BMs. Because Abdul Bhai is respecting the Father 5 times a day. How many times? 5 times a day. Meena, how many times you respecting the Father in a day? Okay, 5 times in a year, Meena. You understand? There are 4 types of devotees that the Lord has acknowledged. 4 types of devotees the Lord has acknowledged. What are the 4 types? You approach the Lord for wealth. Type 1. Type 2, you approach the Lord when you are distressed. Type 3, you approach the Lord when you want knowledge. And type 4, the wise approach the Lord. Wise means you already have knowledge. Now let us see how scientific this is. Sita, how many Lakshmi Vrats you have taken in your life? When I say Sita, there are many Sitas in here. Or you can't count. Remember is one thing, can't count. Pramila, you? Countless, the word is countless, all right? So you wanted wealth from Mother Lakshmi. How many of you went for wealth to Lord Shiva? Well, you all go to everyone for everything. Right? In Ram Navami, all become Ram Bhaks, Ram devotees. Yes or no? And you lie to Lord Ram, I love you so much. I'm here, you are my favorite incarnation of God. And then immediately Ram Navami finish, you get Hanuman Jayanti. Then you forget about Lord Ram. Now in Hanuman Jayanti, you ask for all the same things you asked in the 9 days for Lord Ram. Then you wait. Then comes Shivratri, or Shivratri is first. Then you tell Lord Shiva, you are my only Lord, and you ask for all the same thing that you asked again. Jai Bhai. And then you come to Navratri, then you say, no. God in the male form, I don't believe in. The mother form is power and Shakti. Then the whole 9 days, you are loyal to the mother form. And then come Krishna Ashtami, you still didn't get anything there. Now you in Krishna Ashtami, you ask in Lord Krishna. And say, no, now the mother form doesn't work, Lord Krishna is going to work. Yes or no? Is that scientific? That is called disloyalty. Disloyalty, isn't it? And if you are disloyal, you think you'll be rewarded for being disloyal? You won't be rewarded? Yes, you won't. And this is why I told you last week, I hear in the corridors, and mostly women. And what they say, Amita? Mostly women. The Guru has been hearing this long before he became a Guru as well. Siddharth, I heard in the corridors, women saying, I pray so much, but nothing is coming right. Women, have you heard other women say this? Yes or no? And this is the reason. This is the reason. I'm giving you the reason, and I'm also giving you the solution. So God the Father has stated in chapter 14 that if you come to me for wealth, if you come to me during distress, if you come to me for knowledge, and if you come to me, if you are full of knowledge, you are my devotee. And let us examine this, I said, scientifically. When you come to the Lord for wealth, colloquial Hinduism will tell you, you can't ask God for money. Yes or no? Traditional Hinduism will tell you, please don't ask God for money. If you do not know your scriptures, you will believe them. But what the Lord is saying, He is saying, if you come to me and you need wealth, you are my devotee. Who is saying this? The Father, the Lord. He is saying, if you come to me in distress, you are my devotee. He is saying, if you come to me for knowledge, you are my devotee. And if you come to me because you are wise, you know I am the only reason that you are existing. He says, in me, you are in me, and I am in you. Are you listening? So if you come to the satsang, and if you are in a financial distress state, don't feel shy. We have the ATM, right? Yeah. If you come to the satsang because you have underlying problems that is affecting your happiness, don't feel shy. We have the psychologists and psychiatrists. Yeah. And if you come for want of knowledge, then don't feel shy. We have the library, right? Yeah. And if you want, you are the wise, then we'll connect you to the Supreme, right? Yeah. Are you feeling happy today on this Father's Day? Because you are a devotee of the Lord. So when you request of the Lord, then you learn the Lord's identity. And this is what I do, satsang after satsang after satsang. It doesn't matter in which of these 4 dimensions you came in. I am continuously teaching you who the Lord is. And there is a union that starts to build between you and the Lord. Yes or no? I deliberately put the murti of Lord Sriman Narayan outside in the pond. And I did not ask any one of you to do anything. Have I asked you to do anything? But I peeped from my kitchen window, which is right next to the murti, and I see you diligently take out your shoes and you bow down. And this is what I am achieving. In whichever condition you came here, I am forging a union between you and the Supreme Lord. You and the Supreme Lord. For you to be a beneficiary, you have to have an inclination towards the Supreme Lord, together with your request. All right? Had it not been for COVID, then each of you would have done arti and came to me and said, okay, Acharyaji, today you gave a great secret. Even if you are distressed for other things, wealth comes first. I would have had a huge request for wealth. Yes? But you can mentally make a request for wealth. There is no harm in it. This universe belongs to the Supreme Lord Himself. And the Guru is not stating, he is stating that if you come to me for wealth, you are my devotee. If you come to me distressed, you are my devotee. If you come to me for knowledge, you are my devotee. And if you come to me through, and you have total knowledge, you come just to make union with me, you are my devotee. This has been stated by the Supreme Lord. Now the mistake to those that call themselves Hindus is this. And this is a mistake, and this is why they start converting to other religious systems. These, I'm just using the term Hindus. You're supposed to be following Varna Asrama. It's too difficult. I'll give it in the next discourse. So I'm still going to call you Hindus, but I said this terminology has no substantive existence. All right? And before I became a guru, I myself was also guilty of this. Jessica will tell you, I've spent a huge chunk of my life doing services to humanity. And I don't know whether Sherwin remembers, but there was, on my mom's road, there is still a mosque. And in the toilet of the mosque, for whatever reason, there was a Muslim man living in the toilet of the mosque. And he had piles. He was with me. And nobody wanted to take care of him. So I went to R.K. Khan Hospital, Jessica, and I summoned the, remember? superintendent. And this man was banned from the hospital for some other reasons. And I made sure they unban him, reinstate him, put him in bed, house him in the hospital, and treat him for his piles. And I supposed to spend, those were Shravan's weekends with me, and I supposed to spend time with him. But I spent the entire day getting this man admitted in hospital. So I'm coming from that background my entire life. From the time I know myself, I'm coming from that background. And that's a righteous background. Is it not?
Yes.
Then Mataji used to attend satsangs and I used to stay at home. Because I said she screams the whole day in the house, she fights with me, fights with the children. What's the use going to satsang for 1 hour and coming back and doing the same things? I rather stay at home because I'm a righteous man. My heart is clean. My heart is clean. I'm a righteous man. I do not steal from anyone. I do not rob. So I attached myself to my righteousness. I did not attach myself to the Supreme Lord. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? Jay? Satish? This is a mistake, Satish bhai. If you do not personally attach yourself to the Father, you can't earn His grace. You can't earn His grace. So if you say, I do all the right things in my life, my heart is clean, means nothing. Means nothing. God don't care what kind of heart you have, because He has stated in the Bhagavad Gita, the most evil of persons in this universe, as soon as he surrenders to me, he comes onto my platform. He comes onto my platform. So let's examine this scientifically. Are you examining this scientifically? Righteous man all his life, if he does not surrender to the Lord, does he ever make union with the Lord? No. You can cook and serve the needy for 30, 40 years. You can sing beautiful bhajans for 30, 40 years. You can live the righteous life for 30, 40, 50 years. Does not mean to say you are in God's domain. You are in the domain of righteousness, fair enough, but you are not in the Lord's domain. And this is a mistake we have for those that purport themselves to be leaders of Sanatan Dharma. They don't follow the scriptures. They don't follow the scriptures. They follow their righteousness. They are not attached to the scriptures or the Lord. They are attached to their righteousness. And when you are attached to any other entity, you are detached from the Lord. All of you understand? And this is why I have devotees crumbling in my satsang. I have them crumbling in my satsang because they come with a preconceived ideology that all my life I did right. And look at this guru sitting here. He's only a guru from 2013. He used to eat meat. He used to have alcohol. He used to drink. He has a few criminal charges. He used to be a policeman. He shot many people in his line of duty. He was a rascal, whilst I was absolutely pure. Now he has the audacity to sit on this great seat, which he calls the Vyasasana, and he is trying to teach me, who have been righteous from birth, who God is. And many people come here and they crumble, because the Lord don't care who you was. If you surrender to the Lord 100%, at that point of surrender, you become His purest devotee. Whilst the righteous or so-called righteous remain in the domain of impurity. Impurity. You can be righteous, does not mean you can be pure. You understand? So I'm going to conclude. Again, I said we want to run this discourse scientifically. So please do not come to this satsang for any other reasons than these 4 reasons. Otherwise, this won't be the place for you. This is not a satsang for righteous people. Righteous people go to temples. In the temples, you can make any nonsense. Sita, how many temples you went to? You can keep your bananas, your apples. You can lie to yourself. You can do everything in the temples. Nobody is interested, because the temples are general. This institution is specific. This is a Vaishnavite institution. All your righteousness, you sanitize with the hand sanitizer outside. When you land in here, you must become a devotee of the Lord. You must become the devotee of the Lord. And I'm not naming the Lord, because I'm saying this same Lord is Allah in the Quran. He is Jehovah. He is Yahweh. This same Lord. One Lord. Okay? We'll call Him the Supreme Lord for the purposes of our discourses. And we'll call Him the Supreme Scientist. Supreme Lord, Supreme Scientist. Is it fair enough? Is He the Supreme Scientist? Yes, because He said He created this universe. And only the Supreme Scientist can create a universe of this magnitude. Yes or no? You all understand? So He is the Supreme Lord and the Supreme Scientist. All right? He is the source and goal of all living entities. Yes or no? So we're going to run our discourses in English. I am a Westerner. Yes or no? I live in South Africa. My culture is South African. And South Africans have adopted a Westernized culture. So my language is English. And I will promote the Lord through the English language. I do not speak Sanskrit all the time, so I don't want to throw in a few Sanskrit terms here and there, but just for purposes of understanding, in Sanskrit, the Lord is called Narayan. Narayan in English means the source and goal of all living entities. So when I will say the source and goal of all entities, I will mean the Supreme Lord. And when I say Supreme Scientist, I will mean the Supreme Lord. Okay? So in chapter 16 of the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord states that those who follow the parameters of scriptures are divine in character. Those that manufacture their own scriptures are demonic in nature. Who is saying that? Are you angry with me, anyone? I'm not saying it. You want me to quote these verses? Just for time, I'm not quoting, but go to chapter 16, everyone, and read chapter 16 of the Bhagavad Gita. All right? Premila, read what chapter? Bhaya, you can get chapter 16 for mom? Read that whole chapter. All of you here, chapter 16 is at your fingertips. Go to Google, type in there, chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita, and read what the Lord is saying. So the Lord is saying, can a Muslim remain a Muslim if he does not follow the Quran? Anyone? Because he becomes a Muslim through living within the parameters of the Quran. Can a Christian be a Christian if that person is not within the parameters of the Bible? Then can a Sanatan Dharmi claim to be a Sanatan Dharmi, Premila, if you are not following the Bhagavad Gita? Yes or no? No. You must follow scripture. You must follow scripture to be a member of that understanding. Of that understanding. Do you understand? All of you. Bhagavad Gita is here from since time immemorial. And you need to follow it. You need to follow it. Radina, I saw on your Facebook profile, I am in a relationship. And I was so happy. It had so many likes and comments because I thought you was the first devotee to say, I'm in a relationship with my Guru. So please, all of y'all, today, go to your Facebook, Amita, and put that status in, I am in a relationship with my Guru. That is the most important relationships of all relationships, Meena. Can you do that? I am in a relationship with my Guru. All right, Radhina started it. Unfortunately, one devotee always starts something and the others have to pay for it. All right, are there any questions? Okay, to all the fathers, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day. Today is a day like every other day. I think fathers have Father's Day every day. It is only Mother's Day. Even on Mother's Days, mothers don't get off, isn't it? But try and understand this discourse. It is simple. It is true. It's been deposited in the universe and it will remain there for 427,000 years. Spirituality is not about personal likes and dislikes. Science is also not about personal likes and dislikes. If you go onto your veranda and you don't like science, you don't like science, and you don't like the theory on gravity. You don't like the theory on gravity. So if you go onto your veranda and open your gate and try to walk on air because you don't like science and you don't like gravity, you're still going to fall and bust your head. So science is not about personal likes and dislikes. Spirituality is not about personal likes and dislikes because we have this within us. Okay? Since time immemorial, that we know the person is saying the truth, but we don't like it. We know that the person is saying the truth, Pamela. You know Guru is saying the truth, but you don't like it. You still want to go 6 o'clock, light your camphor, light your clove, 2 clove bust your way, your day will be made. Another beautiful week. You know the Guru is saying camphor, clove, throw it away, it's useless. But you want to go and put your camphor, put your clove, because that is your habit. Now Guru is saying, take all the cloves, take all the camphor, burn one. Nice fire, it's winter now. The value of the camphor and clove will be the warmth that you're going to get. All right, Sita, where's your camphor and clove? I found some camphor here, Sita. And Mataji said it's you. But I need it now and again. I need it now and again. All of you understand. Make your inclination to the Creator. If the Creator created this entire universe, what size speck are you in this universe? Huh? A small speck of this universe. Make your union with that entity that created this entire universe. If he has the capacity to create this universe, how big is your problem? Meena, how big is your problem? Just a few million? This universe has zillions in it. You understand? Has zillions. All the gold that has not been yet mined, they'll mine it, Meena, put it in gold blocks and issue receipts, which is called money. All right? And just on that note, each one of you, I can give you $1 billion. Rand is too small for the Sri Narayan Dham. $1 billion. All right? And I can lock you up in a hall this size. The $1 billion will be useless. Money is only an exchange for commodity. Money is only an exchange for commodity. If it is not used for exchange in commodity, it is absolutely useless. So withdraw money from your mind and replace it with the Creator who created this entire universe. Use him and his money for your exchange in commodity. When he gives you, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. He will protect what you possess already. He will protect what you possess already. And he will provide as you need, not as you want, as you need. When he provides as you need, what problem you have? What problem? If you want to learn spirituality, go see Mataji. All Mataji does is get up and live. She don't care. She don't care. That is why you saw Mataji caring. How hard you've been working this week? Mataji doesn't care. She gets up in the morning. Now it's winter, she gets up even later. Right? Guru do Aarti, you saw one man Aarti. You also one man Aarti. Mataji lives in the ashram, but I do a one man Aarti. Now and again she is cutting the carrots for the Gomatas, otherwise I was doing it myself. She don't care. Lunchtime, whoever is here, she'll provide food. She don't care. She has no care in this world because she has surrendered 100% to the Supreme Lord. And she knows the Lord will bring Satish and make him in charge of maintenance. Lord will bring Satish and make him clean the Goshala. Why must she mess up her hands and her mind? She's in total submission. Jai Sriman Narayan.